can't hear it. You cannot see me live, man. So that's everything, just
Okay. But it's opportunity that's coming up first.
yeah. So then I'm playing.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, welcome to Gulugu Diaries event. Today is the day 2, and I must say we are happy to see you. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, let me see value in the comment section. All right. Comment value if you can see me, Elizabeth Adepoju. I can't see your comments yet. All right. So while we are doing that, let's go. Yesterday was a success. We had our phenomenal speakers from all over. We have them, and I must say I learned a lot yesterday. I learned a lot. Yes, I'm seeing Chidima Favor and Osika. I can see you. Yes. Keep it coming. Let me see. Yes. If you're with me and you can hear me clearly, let me hear yes. Okay, I'm seeing you. Jessica, yes, I can see you. Yes, yesterday we had Mommy Kira Fox, we had Lucy Madio, yes, Lucy Madio Simao from South Africa, and we had Dr. Faith Waobia, and everything they taught yesterday was mind-blowing. Like, I've learned a lot on how to scale my life and things I have to do. I've learned so much. And today we are okay. I can see him and on the car, bro. And then I can see you. Oluwaseo, yes, I can see you. I can see you all. I can see you. It means you're following. Yes. So I was talking about yesterday and how that we were mightily influenced and being taught of things we can use, especially for authors, for writers, that we can use to scale up our skill and be a difference, make a difference, and be viral in all that we are doing. And it's interesting. Come on, today is day 2, and I'm sure more than yesterday we would be mightily impacted. If you are with me, I drop that value. Our first speaker is here with us already. He's here with us. So before I bring him up, so before we bring our speaker up, I just want us to let's continue this hype. Like, all right, I'm seeing Mama Lizzie, you are excited. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you. I can see you too. Thank you. Yes, I'm seeing value. I'm seeing how I can see you all. Thank you. I'm seeing my people from LinkedIn. Where are my people from YouTube and Facebook? I want to see your comments. Yes, let's see you. mightily impacted today. Sure, be impacted. We would be mightily impacted today, and I can tell how much we would learn from here. I can see you, Benedita. Thank you. I can see you. I can see you. Blessing Akpan, ma. I can see you. I can see you. Thank you for joining us. You know me. I'm Elizabeth Depoju. Yes, you're glad to be here. Yes, Emmanuel Dukai. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, today would be mightily impacted. Sure, would be impacted. Who would Yes, so today we'll be having Uncle Chinedu Jr. I believe we know him. Yes, we'll be having Uncle Chinedu Jr. We'll be having Bayo Moses, Daddy Bayo Moses. Yes, and we'll be having the Bayo author himself. That's the nouveau born, my boss, our boss. We'll be having him too, and I believe and I know it will be an impactful session. That one is sure. It's sure. After today, that significance as authors, as creatives, that will be, and that will be hard, and that will be amazing speakers. I know they've prepared for us, and like I'm practically here with my pen and my book because I'm going to write down every bit of the things they'll be teaching us today. I can't afford to miss it. Yes, I can't afford to miss it. I'll be learning everything step by step, and I'll be jotting it down because I know it's going to be a lifelong lessons we'll be learning today. Yes, we'll be learning lifelong lessons which will help us scale our journey as writers, as creatives. It help us scale it. And you know, Buluku Diaries is known for giving value, and this is what we've prepared. I can see we are my people from YouTube. If you can see us from YouTube, drop your comments, say value. Yes, let's see it. We are my people from Facebook. I can't see you here, oh, Facebook people. I'm only seeing our LinkedIn families. Francis, Elias, I can see you. Yes, thank you for joining us. And it's going to be a massive session, like I've said. Our first speaker, Uncle Chinedu, who will be Uncle here with us. Uncle Chinedu is here with us. Before let me tell us some things about him. Uncle Chinedu, like I usually call him. What I want to say, okay, I'll tell us some things about him. Is Uncle Chinedu Jr., like I fondly call him. I believe you can see what I'm doing. I'm dabbing for him, like he's our boss, our boss. Like when I practically joined LinkedIn last year, it was one of the list of people I with. I am always intrigued by the way he writes. I feel like when song could come from self, then no, but I can see your comments. we did. All right, he is a copyright BAMF Media USA. He's a ghostwriter. He's a ghostwriter. Junior, right? You should know what is happening. Like, I really can't tell much about him because one of those streets to see. I post on him because I'm always being impacted with the things they share. He shares on LinkedIn, and this is one of the reasons we have him here today. I mean, if he can tell us, to teach us more physically, now he's going to teach us more. We are learning from his post. Would learn so much from him this evening. So Uncle Chinedu content, and that is something to use monthly, and something I often hear with us this evening. Uncle Chinedu, we are glad to have you here. Add him up, have him. All right. All right. So let's clap as you have it. Junior here. Good evening, Uncle Chinedu. Good evening, Uncle. Sir, I'll meet your Michael. I can't hear you. All right, we are getting that fees. Yes, I can also hear him. So I can say, I can see you can hear him. Don't worry, we'll get to hear him. We'll get it fixed now. No, we can't hear you, sir. No, we can't hear you. Okay, we'll get him again. All right, so while we are waiting us back, don't we are sorry, we don't understand what's happening in Nigeria with our networks and all, and that's one thing. I couldn't come up yesterday, and that's why I have to be here physically to them. Don't worry, we'll get it fixed. That's why we are here. Don't worry, come on, you can see me. Let's get it running. Let's get it running. Yes, my people. All right. Okay, Uncle Chinedu has joined us back. I would be adding him up here. If you're still with us, okay, Chinedu, Uncle, the comment section, let's go. Drop it, Uncle Chinedu. All right, let's have that. Is someone that?
Oh, you should be able to
hear me. Good evening, Uncle Chinedu.
Good evening. You should be able to hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, all the description you gave me. Good evening. It's good to be here. All those descriptions you mentioned, they are not for me, or they are for other people. I'm just myself. I'm not an influencer. I'm a LinkedIn user, and I want to remain a LinkedIn user. Emmanuel is the influencer, and Denu is the influencer. Man, I'm happy to be here. When Denu told me about this, I said, okay, I'm more than happy to come on here and share, insight with everyone who wants to learn and wants to be a viral authority. The name itself, viral authority, it's something that I don't know how to describe it, but the term viral authority, I said, yeah, I love this, because I've been on online, I've been on social media. I've been using social media since 2016 to work. All of us has been on social media for a long time, but I became intentional on social media in 2016. But I had, it wasn't with the mindset of me wanting to make money or get a job. I was just on there to do, just to get. I was on there to get a job, but not to make money, because I don't believe anyone can make money. Then it all happened. Consistent content I've been putting out there, got me into the spotlight, and the rest is history, like they say. So when Denu came to me and asked me to come and talk about how one can be a viral authority on social media space, I was more than happy to jump on this, because I want a lot of people to understand one thing, that you can go viral. Everyone can go viral. I'm going to take it from a perspective that we all know. Let's look at the music industry, for example. You know, there are some musicians that we had, like, let me use this guy, Osinachi, the guy that sang Osinachi, Osinachi. It was such a big song, it was a huge one. Everyone was vibing to that massive song, but after a while, there was nothing from the guy again. The song, when it blew up and we didn't hear from him again, it looks like he's not even relevant in the music industry. When you wake up, you can't think of Osinachi or that Humble Smith. Yeah, that's his name, Humble Smith. No one wakes up in the morning and start thinking about Humble Smith. The only people we still remember when it comes to Afrobeat, we talk about Whiskey, we talk about Burna Boy, we talk about David. And funny enough, Fela's name still always come up every time. Every time we're talking about music, Afrobeat, hip hop, we talk about Fela. Why? Fela died a long time ago. Why is it still relevant? Viral authority. So that now brings me to that point where I said a lot of people want to go viral, thinking if I go viral, that's the end of it. No, going viral has nothing to do with you being relevant. In fact, you can go viral and that's it. It could even put you into more troubles. I've seen instances where some blogs took my LinkedIn post, they turned it upside down, and everyone started calling me and said, we saw you said this and that, and they misrepresented me to the media. That's one thing about going viral. So I tell you, if you want to go viral, if value is not considered as part of why you want to go viral, you are wasting your time. You can go viral. I can tell you things to do. You can do online and you will go viral. But at the end of the day, will you be relevant? Will people still remember you? People can do without viral content. Most of my content that have gone viral, people don't remember it again. Now ask yourself, the post you read on LinkedIn yesterday, can you remember? How many can you remember? But there's one thing, people always remember value. And what do I mean by value? Anything that changes someone's perspective about life, that changes someone's thinking, that challenges someone to be better. There was a time someone wrote to me and said, I read your post one day and it changed my life. Do you know I can't even remember that post again? Oh, sorry about the background noise. I was caught up in Owambe. Then the Owambe was so important that I could not tell the person I'm not going. And Denu is also important to me. Goloko Diary. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. You guys are so important to me. I feel honored to be invited. Then I said I have to kill two birds with a stone. So I'm at the Owambe at the same time. I must be here too. So back to what I was saying. So the person was trying to remind me that there was one content you wrote, and when the person started to describe it, I remembered. I said, oh, I don't even remember it again. But this person would never forget this content, because he said after that content, I sat down, I thought about it, I implemented some things you shared, and it helped me. So that brings us back to the point where I said, your go online should not be going viral. But if you give value, you will go viral. That's one thing. Don't focus on going viral. Focus on giving value. If you give value, you will go viral. I'm going to use Burna Boy as an example. When he started, he was struggling for the industry to accept him, you know. And he said something then. He said he's better than most of these musicians out there. A lot of people mocked him that, you don't have any hit song. You know, hit song is like viral too. You don't have any hit song. You are silly. You know, a lot of people insulted him online. Look at him today. Is one of the people pioneering the Afrobeat movement. When you talk about Afrobeat, he's one of the pioneers. You say, Burna Boy is really taking Afrobeat global. And that's one thing, he was giving value through his music. If you listen to his music, you feel the African vibe. You know, he talks more about the culture, the history. Same with Angelique Kidjo. A lot of people were mad Angelique Kidjo defeated Wizkid to the for the Grammy Award, and they were insulting her. Yeah, she gave value. And when someone said if you listen to Angelique Kidjo's album, you see value. When you listen to Wizkid music, you only see music about girls, money. That's all. But let's leave that for FC and 30BG people so they don't come for us on this event. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, if you focus on giving people value, that should be your goal online. And how can you give people value? You need to ask yourself, what is one thing I can do better? I love to tell stories. You know me. And whenever I want to share a story, I ask myself, how can I add value with my story? That's one thing I always ask myself. Like, how can I add value with my story? Then I bring in whatever I want to share, what I want people to learn. I put it in my stories and I push it out. And you realize that when people read the stories, so the story they don't even do numbers. It might be 10,000 views, 15,000 views, 20,000. It might not have 1,000 likes, but at the end of the day, something always come back to me in the process. Something come back to me in the process, and which is a lot of people inquire about my service. Like, one of the reasons why I'm here today is because some of you find my content relevant and useful to you, to your journey. And that's why some of you want to listen to me and say, okay, let me learn one or two things. There is no secret to being relevant on social media. If you're thinking of going viral, think more about giving value. If you give value, you will go viral. If you put out content, our content you can put out that will make you go viral. By the end of the day, people might not see the best you can offer them. The content that goes viral and people only see that content, they don't see the author of that content. But there are content that may not go viral, but people will always remember it. Like, I read this thing and it changed my perspective. So one of the ways you can go viral is to give value. And giving value means asking yourself, everyone has one talent in them. Maybe yours might be one, two, like in the Bible. I'm a Christian, so I'm going to use the Bible. Like in the Bible, we have people with talents. And in the end of the day, those that did something with their talent were rewarded. The one that did nothing with talent was condemned. Same way we all have our talents in us. That talent in you is not meant for you. It's meant for you to serve the people. It's not for you, for your own consumption at all, but for you to serve others. It's in the service of others you get rewarded. You go viral. Anytime people come on, why do you go to YouTube? You go to YouTube because you want to go and research about something. Oh, I want to, like the other time, I said, I want to watch Liverpool highlight. I typed on YouTube. Same way people come online to look for you. Why? Because they believe you have something they are looking for. So if you will focus on what you can offer, going viral will never be a problem for you. And besides, why do you even want to go viral? That's one question I do. That's something I always ask myself. Why do you want to go viral when you can probably focus on giving value? Give value with your talent. Give value with your skills. Give value with your content. Look at put out a message that you know if someone will read it, it will help them to become a better version of themselves. Put out content that when people read it, it will boost their business. You see, a lot of people online are looking for how to be better every day. And it's those people that can feed them that will become relevant. They might not necessarily need to go viral, but they will be relevant to the right audience. Going viral does not mean you are successful. Going viral does not mean you are a star. I know many musicians with hit song and they are not successful. They have like maybe 2 or 3 hit songs and that's all. They are gone, not relevant again. And we have people like Ebenezer Obey, Sunny Ade, we still refer to today. They still sample their song. Why? One is relevant, the other one was just noise. And anything that goes viral is for a while. A day, 2 days, everybody will move on. Think about things you've seen on social media that went viral for that day. Do you still think about them again? You only remember the ones that are relevant. The ones that, you know, maybe change the way you think, challenge your thinking faculty, you know, change your perspective towards life. Those are the ones you remember. And that's what I see as going viral. I don't know, can you guys still hear me? Please, can you confirm? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. I want to be sure so that it's not as if I'm, because everywhere is quiet, so I don't want to assume I'm just talking and no one is hearing me. It will be so disastrous. So back to what I was saying. All right, thank you. So a lot of people, I will just tell them, you don't need to go viral to get what you want. You don't need to go viral to be relevant. But when you're relevant, you will definitely go viral because people will keep mentioning you. People will refer you. Do you need content that will boost your business? Go and read. I remember, you know, the names of the people that I remember, people that whenever I read their content, they challenge me. People like Emmanuel Nduka. I know once I mention Emmanuel Nduka, everyone knows, Emmanuel is here. And you see Emmanuel Nduka, what he wrote today, says a friend told him. So for you to know if you're relevant, I remember your content. He said a friend told him that he's jealous anytime his post comes up. And he had kind of addressed it and said, you don't have to be jealous. Let us clap for each other. That's how we can be relevant. So people that also challenge me, Oche writes. When I read this, I had to reach out to Oche writes and say, bros, let's connect. Now, how can you be dishing out value like this and we are not connected? If you read Oche writes content, it teaches you how to use content marketing to build your business. And that's what people I call, these are the people I think they are going viral because they are going viral for the right reason. A lot of people will be reaching out to them and say, whenever you see Emmanuel, make sure you build that guy. Whenever you see him, just bill him. And talk him, bill him when you see him. You don't eat all the money for this world. You don't eat and finish. So people like Oche, people like Denu, Emmanuel Nduka, all these people viral for the right reason. Because when you read their content, they challenge you to think. They challenge you to say, okay, yeah, you reflect. So honestly, when your content start getting into people's head and make people sit and think, you know, there was a time I did the content and the guy was trying to throw me. Then I almost, I fell for it. We banter, and after a while, I moved on. Then after 2 hours, this guy came back to me again and said, do you know, I've been thinking about why, I was like, that was 2 hours ago, you are still thinking about it. Oh, so I can really get into your head for 2 hours. Then I've achieved my purpose. If I can put out content and you're still thinking about it for 2 hours, I've achieved my purpose. Then I moved on. So that's the kind of thing you should focus on, how your content can help someone's life, how you can change someone's business. That's how you can make money. Because at the end of the day, people will come to you for what you can offer. A lot of people will come to me and say, Chinedu, I love what you do. Please, can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? Can you do this copy for us? And I said, if you have 10,000 followers and you still lack opportunities, you still lack job, you don't get money almost 2 or 3 times in a month, you are doing the wrong thing on the social media. Go and check how you built that connection. It could have been you could have been building vanity metrics. What do I call vanity metrics? Vanity metrics is like someone that has a well and is still thirsty. I have a well in my compound. Let's say 2 or 3 wells in my compound, and I'm still thirsty. I still have to go and beg for water. Like the situation of our country. We have natural resources. we have petrol, but we are still hungry. There's still starvation in the country, no job, no power, no good road. Imagine we have all these things and we are still begging, we are still hungry. Now, what is the problem? They say, go and look at the leadership. Now, same back to you again. If you are getting 2,000-3,000 views per content, you have 10,000 followers minimum, and you don't get opportunities, something is not right. How can you be talking to 3,000 people every day? You're not getting opportunity. You don't have that viral authority. You are only, the viral you have is vanity metrics that does not serve you a bit. You should build a connection that will help you. Like I said, I'm not bragging online. I'm not going to brag, but there is no week that I do not get credited. There is no week I do not get credited to do one thing. That's why I've been able to stay consistently for 6 years without having to go and look for a job, because my network serves me better. My network gives me what I want. And that's what you guys should focus on. I've never been a fan of going viral. I'm too ashamed to go viral. I don't know why I'm here in the first place, because I'm a kind of shy person. But yes, I go viral. I don't even go viral. I try to give out value and try to be better every day. I try to look for how I can help people. And that should be your own focus as I round up this moment. Look at the content you've been putting out. What's your aim? I'll give you some steps. What do you always aim whenever you want to put out content? What's that aim? What's that purpose? Is it to go viral? Take it off as from today. Whenever you want to put out content, ask yourself, this content must solve one problem out there. What is that problem? Your niche. What niche do you belong to? Are you into marketing? Are you into HR? Are you into, your niche yourself? Is it medical? Now you figured your niche. What are the problems in that niche? As in the medical world now, we have people who have been making research to find cure for HIV, to find cure for cancer, to find cure for coronavirus and whatever viruses we have out there. In the marketing world, we have people who are making research on how can people be selling with ease. How can people be making, these are problems. These are things you should focus on looking for in your niche. Now that you've discovered the problem you have in that niche, how can you tackle it? The content you want to put out, how will it help someone to be able to tackle that problem? When you focus your content doing that consistently, you become a brand, you become a voice, you start to go viral. People will start to take your content, they will share it. That is being a viral authority, having viral authority. Because people, when you go out there, people read your content and they feel the impact, the impact of your content in their life, in their business. They will come to you. They will assume you have the solution to their problem. And when people see you as a solution to their problem, money don't come. Or if you are looking for a goal scorer, you go for Salah, Messi, Ronaldo. That's how teams recruit. They say, we need to sign a player that can score goals for us. We need to sign the one that can defend. And that's how some names popped up and they signed them. And same way your name should pop up in the head of your potential employers or clients and say, we need someone to help us communicate. We need someone to help us solve this problem. Who do you think? Oh, there's one guy that shares content. Oh, he's so good in marketing. Now I'm going to leave you with this. What do people think about you when they read your content? What do they think about you? Whenever your name popped up, what do they think about you? It's what people think about you that determines whether you are building a success network. But if you come on people's timeline, they can't think of anything. They can't associate you with anything, my brother. That is why you're not getting whatever you want online. But if people can think about you, if I think about Uche, I say, content marketing guy. If I think about Emmanuel now, I say, that guy, he can give us, he's an influencer. So that's what people should start thinking about you. When your name popped up, Faith, you say, that guy that can provide empowerment through his UTOP Global. That's how people will come to you, because they can attract one thing, to you. They can attach one thing to you. They can discover some things in you. So I'm going to stop this moment. I wish I could just go on. I wish they could give me the whole time to talk, but I understand the time is limited. And I hope I've been able to change your perspective. And it's time for us to start thinking on how to be viral for the right reason, and not just going viral because we want to be popular. We want people to see us and say, yes, that guy there on top. But let's go viral because for people to say, oh, We need someone that can help us with this XYZ problem. Oh, I'm going to think of Emmanuel. Oh, I'm going to think of Dano. I'm going to think of Ronke. I'm going to think of whatever your name is. And that's how we can build meaningful network and achieve something great in life. And I hope this will help someone out there, and it will change your perspective towards content creation so that you can start to get whatever you want. It's never too late. You can start all over now, and trust me, in the next 2-3 months you say to yourself, oh, someone advised me on this and it really changed me, it changed my life. And I really wish everyone a wonderful evening and great job to Go Local for what you're doing. I don't know if someone has 1 or 2 questions here. I'm more than open to answer it before I leave. Thank you, everyone. Are you guys there? Are you guys there?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Oguchinedu. Thank you. So sorry for the breakage. Live got it fixed already. Thank you so much. Stand by, because at the end of today's session, we'll be questions from our participants, and I believe we all have our questions down. So just write your questions like I am just at home. So right here. So keep it. Then after today's session, we'll be having answers to our questions. So please don't put it down. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Right, I believe you trying.
thank you. I'll stay tuned. If there's any question, I'll definitely be there to answer your question. It's been wonderful so far, and I'm happy to share my insight with someone out there.
All right, thank you. I believe we've learned so have book on you any time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. My people, drop in the comment section. Value. Thank you, so drop in the comment section. Value, because we have our next speaker is here with us already. His name is. I want me to tell you. All right, I will. His name is Bayo Moses. Come on, clap. I can't see your comments here. Drop it. Let's go. Drop it for Bayo Moses. Yes, he's here with us today, and he's prepared for us. And I would like to tell you some things about him. He is a book strategist. He's the founder of Mother Book Media, and he's someone of great value and impact. And for us to have him here today, it's a privilege, actually. It's a privilege for us to have him today. He has helped writers, professionals, experts, and leaders to turn their stories into books. He has a track record of doing that, and I'm sure today we'll be impacted with the things he will be teaching us, and it's gonna be massive. That one is sure. It's gonna be massive. It is going to be massive. All right. So drop value in the comment section if you're following me. Even as all right, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. Drop value. Let's go. Value. Even as we're bringing our speaker up, let's go. Value. My people from YouTube, drop your value. From Facebook, drop your value. Let's go. Value. I can see you. It's nice having you, Bayo Moses. I can see you. Our people are already clapping for you. All right. So this moment, I'm going to call on Bayo Moses. I'm sure you said for us will be impacted, massively impacted. All right. Welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. Here is Elizabeth Adepoju, and we are glad to have you here today, sir. All right, sir. It seems you are muted. Please unmute your mic, sir. Okay. So I think you should leave the chat and join back. Leave the studio and join back. We can't hear you here, so leave the studio and join back. All right, sir. Okay. No, we can't hear you. No, we can't hear you still. Sir, leave the studio and join back. I think you should leave the studio and join back. We can't hear you at all. Okay, let's. All right. So, yes. He's going to join us back. He's going to join us back now. So let's stay tuned. Yes, we'll be learning a lot today. That one is sure. We'll be learning a lot. Like I keep checking on and that the Bayo Moses bio. Like he has over 8 years experience. Come on, that's massive. Praise the Lord. I can see you, sister Isaac Aworoku. I'm sorry I didn't pronounce your name very well. We can see you. All right, welcome back. We have Daddy Bayo Moses back with us. Welcome back,
Thank
sir.
Thank you very much.
Can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So sorry. I'm sorry for that. I think there is no much time to waste. I know we are right on the schedule this evening, so I'm just going to jump straight into my session. Can I go ahead?
Yes, right, that's good. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So the first thing I want to say is first of all, I want to say thank you to the organizers of Goloko Diaries, Viralty 2.0, and to the impressive Mr. Daniel for what he does. All that he does are really, really great, right? And then I also want to say thank you to Mr. Chinedu, the last speaker. And everything I'm going to say, he has already paved the best foundation. He has already built the very best foundation for that. So because of that, I'll just ride on the waves of all he has done so far. Now, the first thing I want to say is that virality or fame, if you like, and authority is a long-term game, right? Both of them, it's a long-term game. It's not something that you just come and feel like, I want to do it in 1 month or I want to do it in 1 year. Like you said, it's not about becoming viral for a single post or for a single work that you've done. It's about sustaining it, right? Sustaining that fame. And not everybody is going to have Emmanuel's kind of breakout story, that kind of thing. And then in 1 year, you are all over the continent and all of that. Although that's a very, very impressive story, right? But not everybody is going to experience it that way. So virality, becoming famous, and building great authority, it's a long-term game. That's what I want to say. Now, if you think of it as a long-term game, then you have to think of it as the game of impact and collaboration, because it takes a lot of collaboration to sustain these things. You can't just be a lone ranger. You can just walk the scene like you're alone. It takes a lot of collaboration, and then the whole idea, like Mr. Chinedu rightly mentioned, is value. I will use the word impact. We mean exactly the same thing. Value, impact, we mean the same thing, all right? So if you can hear me, just go ahead and type something in the comment section as I delve straight into my session proper. And feel free to drop your questions while I'm talking. I might just be responding to them on the go. Feel free to drop a question you have about book publishing right now that's been boggling you right now. You can drop it right now. So those of you that can hear me now, thank you very much. So I'm here to talk about how great books are made. And one of the first things I want to tell you is that what you are remembered for is more important than the fact that you are remembered. So it's not just about becoming famous and people remember you, but what are you remembered for? It is super important. What are you remembered for? Thank you very much. Now, if you understand this thing, you begin to think about impact. I want to be remembered for impact. I want to be remembered for value. I want to be remembered as someone who contributed, who made a difference, right? Then again, you want to pay attention to so many things I'm going to be outlining today. I'm going to be sharing with you some things. I'm going to tell you about some myths that you must take away from your mind if you want to publish a great book that will bring value to people. Are we all together? Thank you very much. Now, one of the things that writers or authors struggle with when they want to write a book is the concept of finding your voice. Now, I want to tell you actually that if you want to write a great book, finding your voice is not a problem you should be worried about. You don't need to find your voice. That's why when people come to us for book strategy sessions, we don't teach them how to find their voice. Rather, we teach them how to use their voice. Just that change in just one word can make a difference in your mind. People are wondering, how do I find my voice? How do I find my voice? You already have a voice. You already have a voice. The same way you have a name, the same way you already have a voice. So it's not important that you find your voice. What's important is that you use your voice. The question is, how do you use your voice? You see, the moment you can target someone and the moment you can share a message that solves a problem for that person, that is your voice. Stick to it. Stick to it, all right? If you're the person that likes to hype things, you're the person that, you're more quiet, you say things in few words, none of that matters. What matters is that your audience is enjoying it. That's why in book publishing, instead of telling people, find your voice, we tell them, use your voice. Use your voice. And the question now is, how do you use your voice? We tell them, stick with the voice that is helpful to people. Right? Stick with the voice that solves a problem for people. The moment you write something out, the moment you share something and people tell you they could resonate with it, stick with that voice. That's it. All right. So now, okay, I can see something in the comments. I have an idea which I want to put up into a book, but I don't know how to start. I have not written a book before, only research articles. Powerful. I'm going to be helping you with secrets on how you can start your book. It's very simple. Now, let me just go straight into that. But before I do that, I want to tell you some secrets about writing a book. Number one is that this is going to hurt some people's feelings, but it's going to also help you. No one cares that you're writing a book. Oluwaseun, I believe you can hear me, and other people, I'm sure you can hear me. Nobody cares that you're writing a book. Nobody cares that your book is coming out soon. Your reader only cares about one thing. What will this book do for me? That's the only thing people care about. What will your book do for me? What will this book solve my problem? Will this book transform me or help me move forward? That is what people want to hear. The moment you understand that people don't really care that you're writing a book, what they are looking for is what will your book do for them. That is the best mindset you can use when writing a book. If you don't have that mindset, you're gonna miss out on a lot of things. All right. So the best way to do a great book is actually to go through the process. You have to do a good job at writing a book that forces the reader to care because it solves their problem. That is the secret of irresistible works. The secret of irresistible books is that they solve a problem for the reader. They solve a problem for the reader. Something else I'm going to share with you quickly, just stick with me, is a quick talk about the best place to start your book. Now, most people want to start their book and they don't know how to start. The first step to writing a book is outlining. That's step number one. You have to outline your content, and there is a professional way to outline your content. The professional way to outline your content is number one. Who am I writing to? You have to understand your audience. Don't just say, for example, I want to write a book to LinkedIn users. All LinkedIn users. There are like over 700 million people who are on LinkedIn. You cannot possibly be writing to all of them. Like I normally tell authors, except you're writing the Bible, you can't write a book for everybody. If you're writing a book to the whole world or to everybody, then you are writing a book to nobody. All right? So the question now is, who are you writing to? Now, I want you to understand that if you're presenting a solution in your book, you have to think of who your audience is. Can they apply this solution? Now, if you're writing a book for LinkedIn users, yes, if you're writing a book for LinkedIn users, you have to understand that there are LinkedIn users who are billionaires. There are LinkedIn users who are millionaires. We're just using income level now. There are LinkedIn users who they don't even have a job yet. They are still students. So if, for example, one of your strategies is LinkedIn ads, it's not going to work for those people because it's expensive and they cannot afford it. But then if you're going to write a book that says how to go viral on LinkedIn without spending $1, without spending a dime, somebody that is a billionaire will not care about that solution because they're not looking for something cheap. They're not looking for something free. They have the money. So that tells you that your solution must be tailored to the right audience. If you want to write a LinkedIn book, for example, that guides people on how to use LinkedIn, you have to ask yourself, who is the audience? If I'm writing to students, stick to students. Stick to students and you will go viral in that circle. But if you're writing to everybody, working class students and everyone, you might end up not hitting any target. So the question number one is, who are you writing to? That's the first step in your outline. The second outline is, what problem does this person have that I want to solve? What problem does this person have that I want to solve? That's why I told you that you cannot write to the whole world. If you're writing to the whole world, you cannot address their problems because you cannot solve everybody's problem. But focus on the people that you have authority for. Focus on the people that you have the solution for. So, for example, you can target people in mid-level HR profession who are on LinkedIn, because that is the people that you have the authority to solve their problem, right? That's where your experience lies. You can say something like, I want to write a book about how to use LinkedIn as a student to get the right job opportunities when you're done with school. Now, that is one focus. That is one focus. And if you check that out, there are thousands, if not millions of people in that category. So you have to niche down your book. Niching down just means focus on solving your reader's problem. But if you don't know who your reader is, then you cannot know what their problem is, and then you cannot solve their problem, and then your book will not be relevant. All right? So remember, people do not care that you are writing a book. They only care what your book will do for them. Good. Yes. So you have to target, what problem does this person have that I want to solve? The number one mistake that first-time writers make, I know some of you here, they are first-time authors. If you want to become an author, maybe this is your first time, is that they don't outline their book. Not outlining your book is like stepping into a journey without the map and without the destination. Now, you don't have a map to guide you, then you don't even know the destination. You might just end up going, you might just end up at anywhere, or you might end up quitting from the journey. So your outline is like your map that tells you where your destination is. It also tells you how to get to that destination, all right? Now, like I said, your outline is your map. Now, what does your outline do for you as the author? It solves your fears, because you have your fears. For example, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go about it. All those are fears, right? Or I don't know if anybody's going to care about my book. I don't know if anybody will think this book is great. I don't even know if anybody will buy my book. I don't know if my book will be relevant. All those worries, all those doubts, they are fears. Your outline will solve those fears for you. How does it do that? Now, when you look at yourself and you're wondering, will anybody care about this book? Your outline will answer that for you, because when you look at it, that you understand who the audience is. And then number two, you know the problem that they have that you want to solve. You know that people will care about your book. Because if somebody is desperately in search for a job and they tell you, I've been on the job market for 3 years and I don't have a job, and you have a 3-step strategy or a 5-step solution that guarantees them that they're going to have a job, then that kind of a person will care, because you are solving their pain point. All right, so it takes away the fear, and then your outline guides your execution. All right, most times some people are good at planning, but they are not good at achieving their plans. The problem is just the execution, right? So your outline guides your execution. Why? Because it channels your creativity. You're not guessing. You're not wondering, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? Or what should I do here? What should I not do here? The reason is because you have an outline that outlines your map. So you're not wondering, should I follow this road or should I follow that road? It guides your execution. Are we together? Now, another thing again that you need to understand about outline is that your outline also guarantees that you will get to your destination. We call it successful execution. Why is that important? It's important because most times, people don't even know the destination. But when you understand the destination of your book, what your book will do for the reader, your outline will guide you towards reaching to that place. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next point I want to make, apart from on outlining. I think I've already told you how to solve for your readers. You have to find the problem that they want to solve, that they have, that you're going to solve. And I've already explained a little about outlining, right? Now let's talk about something about outlining. Let me just complete something about outlining, get clear on you. Now, once you get clear on your book audience, that means you know what your audience, who your audience is, you know what their problem is. The next thing you want to do is table of content, all right? Table of content. Every chapter in your book should move the reader one step closer to the final solution. That's how you know how many chapters should my book have. You just need to ask yourself, this problem I want to solve, how many steps will the reader take? Or how many things does the reader need to know in order to arrive at that destination or to achieve that solution? Break all those steps down, break all those things they need to know. That's your table of content. Just say step 1, they need to have a CV. Step 2, they need to have experience or skill. Step 3, they need to be on LinkedIn or have personal branding. I'm just saying randomly. Now, all of these steps, those are your chapters. Your book at the end of the day may not follow that order, but at least your outline is about starting. It's not about the final outcome. Your outline is about helping you to jumpstart, helping you to get started, right? Because most people, if they can overcome the starting phase, I think they can complete their book. Then the next step in your outlining is brainstorming. You want to brainstorm the aspect of the chapter. What will each chapter contain? Okay, does the target necessarily have to be a huge audience? Oluwaseun is asking. I like the fact that you're asking like this. It means you are following and it means you're engaging with me. Yes, no. The answer is no. It doesn't have to be for a big audience. As a matter of fact, if you want to write a book that will be super relevant, write for a very small audience. The reason is because if you're targeting 1 million people, chances are they have too many problems and you cannot solve all of them. But if you want to write a book that hits, a book that will be very impactful, target no more than 100 to 500 people. See, let me explain how the formula works. Target 100 people, write for that 100 people and solve their problem. The 100 people will recommend your book to 1,000 people. 1,000 people will recommend your book to 10,000 people. 10,000 people will recommend your book to 100,000 people. See, let me tell you something. Go on Amazon. You will see some books that have sold 100,000 copies because of good PR and good marketing, but they only have 10 reviews. Why are people not coming back to talk about the book on the review section? Because they didn't get much value. But if you target 100 people, chances are they have most of them share the same problem. Chances are you're going to solve the problem well for them. Most likely, out of that 100 people, maybe 40 of them or 60 of them will talk about your book. Some of them will come on LinkedIn, they'll say, wow, I read this book, it changed my life. Just like somebody said about Chinedu's post, right? Somebody will come else and say something like, and do a video on Facebook or on YouTube and say, this book changed my life. That's how more people will find your book. So most times we'll tell people, what is that tiny micro tribe of people who will care about your book? I believe that makes sense. I believe that helps, right? Let's continue. Let me just look at my look at something. Okay. About book outlines. The next thing we want to talk about is book positioning. Let me explain it. Book positioning in the market, your book will be. You can call it category, you can call it genre, any name you want to call it. It just means will it be that this thing is not that good. Can you still hear? It looks like my network tripped something. If you can just type something telling me that the network is unstable, so I'm not sure if you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, if you can hear me, just type something. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can hear me, so sorry. I think it's the network. So let's continue. Book positioning. Book positioning is about where your book occupies on the market. What this is. When you go into a bookstore and you look on the shelves, one of the things you notice is that the books are neatly arranged in a certain. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the feedback. In a neat order. For example, if your book is about marketing and there is a shelf for it. If your book is about maybe your book is about profession, they put the book there. If your book is about art, entertainment, your book goes there, right? So that is the same way you have to think about your book. When my reader wants to buy my book, where on the market will they find my book? So that is called book positioning. Now my time. Type in the chat how many minutes I have in the private chat. Tell me how many minutes I have so that I can keep the time, please. And I'm going to say this very, very fast. Think about your audience. And this is what. Get 5 people or 10 in real life that you know that have that problem. You want a WhatsApp group, you can do a Telegram, you can gather them in their DMs, you can even set up an email group, right? Where you send them emails and then have them to ask you questions. For example, an author came to me and What she wanted to write about is a book about postpartum depression. Now, what is postpartum depression? Postpartum depression is when after they have given birth to the child, maybe the hormones and the stressful situation, so postpartum depression sets in. You get it, right? Good. Now, what is postpartum? Now, the woman wants to write a book that addresses postpartum depression, help people understand the warning signs and what you can do. Thank you very much. 5 minutes. What you can do to end. Just sent message to people who have been pregnant before, and she asked them some questions, and then she told them that, have you experienced this? Have you experienced that when you were giving birth to maybe your first or second child? And all of them experienced, and then she was like, okay, I'm going to try to answer you. Now, questions that they were asking her, she just used it to formulate the solution that she's going to give to the people. And that ended up becoming her book position. If you want to have a very effective book positioning, you have to find real life people and test your idea with them. Send them an excerpt from the book you're writing and get them to ask you questions, and then begin to respond to them. If it's a call, you can record it. If it's a Zoom session, you can record it. You can record it, right? And when you record it, you can now ask in your book. Life issues for real life people. Why do you know that? You know that because you have met real life people, and those real life people have shared with you their real life problems, and you have given them real life solutions they can apply, and they applied it and gave you feedback that it works. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, somebody cares if you're writing a book, they only care what your book will do for them. Yes. How will your book solve their problems exactly? No, and you said, know who your audience is and focus on them. Yes. Find a problem your audience is facing and focus on solving it in your book. Yes. Have an outline for your book. It is your roadmap. Wow. Okay, this is more like somebody summarizing everything in my session. That's really good. So let me just round up with this 5-step plan. If you want to write a book and you need a plan, number one, schedule a time and a place where you will write. Please schedule a time and a place. Don't just say, I'll write anytime, any day I have time. No. Tell yourself, I will write 7 a.m. or I'll write 11 p.m. If you're a night owl or you're an early morning bird, anyone you want to do, but stick to it. Schedule a time and place. Some people will say you can't write at a coffee shop. That's not true. If you are very comfortable in a public place, it can be a park. I have once written an entire book, ghostwriting actually, at the park. You know why? Because the book has an element of busy. So anytime I'm there and I'm observing the busyness and how everybody's just going, it helps me to zone in and write it from a very realistic point of view. Do you get it? Now, number 2 is set and achieve specific writing goals. How do you do that? Build deadlines and keep your writing on track. Then always set a daily target. And I recommend for people to always set a daily target of 500 words. 500 words. Yes, just write 500 words. Now, set a daily quota. Sometimes set 250 words. Now, this is the trick. If you set a very low limit, chances are you're going to exceed it. If you set a very low limit, you're going to exceed it. But if you set a very high limit of 2,000 words, you are not going to reach it. Some days you will not even have words to write. You begin to go against yourself. But if you're low limit, 250, you easily hit 250, that mark. You easily hit the you've aced your goal for that day and you feel pumped to continue. Are we together? Then number 4 is announce your book. It helps you to be accountable. Come on your social media and tell people that I am writing a book for this kind of people to solve this kind of problem, and my book will be out sometime this year or sometime next year. Just announce it like that. It helps to keep you accountable. I remember one time I made an author did that. She did it, and 3 months into the project, she was getting discouraged and all tired and like, whoa, I can't do this anymore. But people started sending that message online that we've not forgotten your book, we are still expecting to tell us when it's coming out. And what that did was that it made her to keep going, because she wanted to quit, but she remembered that there are people out. So keep yourself accountable by posting about it, by announcing that you're going to write a book. All right. So I think this is where I'm going to stop because of time. So those of you that have some questions, I'm sure you can type it in the comment section. There's going to be a question and answer session, and then we can handle them. Thank you very much, Dino. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm sure we're going to have more exciting time sometime in the future. So can I go now? The host, I'm speaking to the host.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please go, stay around, because we are going to have questions for you, which you would have to answer, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Right. All right, my people, here we are. It has been wonderful all the way. Like, my book is full. I've written so much today. I've written so much. Please, if you're still with us, drop in the comment section. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Yes, I can see you. Glory. Omotoye. I got value. Yes, I can see that. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. Yes, yes, yes. See, you've gotten value. Yes, let's have, yes, drop it. Let's go. Where are my people from YouTube? Let's go. Let's go. Like, I got value myself. I've learned a lot this evening. I've learned a lot. Wow, amazing session. Blessing up, man. Amazing session. Thanks, sir. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've also learned a lot. Charity. Yes, I can see you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It has been an amazing session, I would say. Wow, thank you so much. Without taking much of our time, our next speaker is ready. And guess who is? Yes, okay, so before we call on our next speakers, do we have questions? Yes, if you have questions, please quickly drop it in the comment section. Please quickly drop it in the comment section. ASAP, please quickly drop it. Quickly drop your questions. Drop your questions. Yes, yes, our speakers are available to answer us. Drop your questions. Drop your questions. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Drop your questions. Drop your questions. Drop your questions. Drop your questions. I can't see your questions yet, too. All right, somebody say, Temitope Ojo, thank you for the insight. I've been here since. Yeah, we know you are here. We can see you too. Thank you. Thank you. Drop your questions. 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 Thank you. All right, drop your questions. My people from YouTube, where are you? I can see you all from LinkedIn. Like, thank you. I can see you all. Okay, so yes, we have a question from Oluwaseun. Let me try to read it out too here. There are times you get in the spirit of writing, the ideas just keep flowing, but some other times you are blank. What can be done about this? This is question for Daddy Bayo Moses. Daddy, wait, let me bring you up so you can answer the question. All right? All right.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So now, thank you very much, Oluwaseun, for asking that question. Now, most times, every author asks this question. Me, I am an experienced writer. I've been writing since I was very, very little, since I was like really, really very little. And even if I want to write a book today, I'm going to experience this thing that you just said. So because you're experiencing it, don't feel bad, all right? Don't feel bad. Everybody experiences it. But now this is the solution. The solution is your outline. If you want to write a great book, do not depend on your motivation or inspiration. Most people think writing a great book comes from inspiration. No, it doesn't come from inspiration. Writing a great book comes from observing your audience, look at the problem they are facing, and writing to solve that problem. To speak and get a speech to text app that transcribes what you're saying. Or you can talk to a real life person, solve the problem for them, record that session and have someone transcribe it. You're going to have all the things and then you just edit. All right, now, another thing I'm going to tell you is that your outline will help you solve your problem. How will your outline solve your problem? Anytime you are stuck, go back to your outline and look at the steps you have outlined. And it's going to remind you of what the problem that your reader is facing is and what your solution is. And then you just start writing content. So that's what I'm going to tell you quickly. Your outline is your best bet to solve stalling. What you're talking about is stalling. And do not depend on your inspiration, depend on a plan. Don't depend on inspiration, depend on your plan. Then get an accountability, we call it book team. Get a book team of 5 or 10 people who are facing your ideas, and anytime you're tired, go back to your book team, engage them. Tell them, please, today is questions day. You can do that on social media. Today, I'm taking questions on this, or today, I have 30 minutes. This is my Calendly link. Book a call with me free of charge. Let people talk to you. Engage real-life people. The moment you engage them and you are solving their problem in real time, you'll be encouraged all over again. I hope I answered that question. Please let me know in the comments. Thank you. I'm just trying to stick to time.
Please give us that. Wow, yes, definitely I've answered that question. Myself, I've learned a lot from what you've just said. It's not about inspiration. We should focus on the idea that brought us up, the reason why to start that piece. We should engage people.
Yes.
Engage people. Wow, that's great, Dad. You've really answered the question. Thank you so much, sir. All right, so before we let Daddy Bayo Moses go finally, but Daddy, still stick around because we might still have pop-up questions for you. Please, do you have any other question, my people? My people from LinkedIn, do you have any other question? Please drop it ASAP. Drop it ASAP. All right, I'm seeing a question here. What about books? All right, let me stop so we can all see it. All right.
Okay, I think the question is, what about books that have to do with spiritual or biblical aspect of life? Should I respond to this question now?
Yes, I think you should.
So what about books that have to do? Now let me explain something. If you want to write, I'm guessing you're a pastor or something. Your case is even easier, because if you're a pastor, for example, you already have a congregation, audience. Treat your congregation as your primary tribe. All right. Don't look for people outside. Treat, even if they're 10, if they are 100, if they are 1,000, treat them as a primary tribe. Now, I'm sure if you were a pastor, you teach your audience or you preach to them, even if they're on water, all right? Good. Even if they're on water, I'm sure you teach or you preach or you do sermons. So in reality, what you should do is that when you are preaching or you're talking, always find a way to get feedback from them. The idea of feedback is you want to know what works for them most, not what you think. Not what you think, right? What works for them. So they are going to give you feedback. They're going to tell you that, okay, for example, maybe you're teaching a marriage series. They'll tell you that this advice or these solutions or steps you gave during the marriage series were the ones that saved my marriage. Gather all those feedback and use them to form the crux of your book. So if you are a pastor or if you're writing a spiritual book, chances are you already have people that listen to you already. So look for the ideas that you have shared with them that worked for them or solved their problem and use it to table out everything you want to talk about. Please, if this doesn't answer your question, or if I didn't get your question right, ask it in a different way and I'll still respond. Thank you very much for that question, by the way.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daddy. Yes. All right, get a feedback from you, Pastor Dr. Olatokunbo Akin. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name here well. So, sir, let's get a comment from you if Daddy has been able to answer your question. And please, my people, if you have any other question, please let's quickly drop it now. Let's drop it. Drop it. Let's 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 drop it. All right, thank you, Daddy. I feel there's no other question for you for now. I will call on you again. Please stay around. Still stay around. And one thing I would like to say before you go is that we are happy to have you here. Oh yes, Pastor Alo Latokunbo has replied. He said, "Wow, very clear and concise that you've been able to answer the question. Wow, that's great. That's a great feedback from you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So right now, Daddy, we'd like to say thank you, sir. Let's just go for now. And if I have another question, we'll call on you again. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. Thank you so much, my people. Yes, it has been a great session on the way. And right now, we are having our very own person, the viral author himself, is the next person coming up, and he's going to take us through a journey. Like we know our mantra here in Go Local Diaries is, we are here to take you on a journey. We are here to take success on a journey. It will be taking us on the viral authority, creating your masterpiece and living in it. The viral authority, creating your masterpiece and living in it. I believe we all have an understanding of what masterpiece is. And if we don't worry, the viral author is set for us. It will take us through that journey on how we can have our masterpiece and we can live in that masterpiece we've written. Do you understand? That's what we'll be going up for next. And I would like to still talk about him for us to have a knowledge of him, even if we do before. Who is he? He's the viral author himself. His name is Oluwaferamidenu Ogunbono. That's his full name. If you don't know, I'm giving you today. All right. So he's the viral author himself. He's an inspiration to many, of which I'm one of them. He's the viral author himself. He is the founder of this great initiative, Go Local Diaries. He's the CEO, but he loves to call himself the chief servant. Okay, so let's have it that way. He's the chief servant of Go Local Diaries, and he has over 2,000 followers with Go Local Diaries and over 200 team members, of which I am one of them. And we can see Go Local Diaries is on a go. It's on a go. Come on, we are rolling. All right. So if you're ready to have the viral time, so type in the comment section, viral. Yes, let's go. Viral. Come on, viral. Yes, viral. Let's go. Mommy, I can see you. Adebukola, Eunice, Folari. Mommy, I can see you so well. I can see you, ma. Saying, Oluwaferamidenu Vombo. Come on, put it down, ma. Yeah, she's giving it to him. Come on, let's go. Wow, that's great. Thank you so much, ma. All right. So right now we are going up. We are having the viral to himself. He's set for us. Let's go. Yes. All right. So we are calling on Denu Vombo right now, and he's coming up to take us. Stay tuned.
How na day? How na day? How na day? What's up, my people? Good evening, everybody. God, Lord God, we I appreciate everyone who have been on the session so far. Yeah, viral. Francisca, we wait for you for the countdown. Boss, viral. Yeah, I appreciate everyone. My name is Dino. I appreciate everyone. So I appreciate Mr. Bayo Moses for his session. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir. I appreciate Mr. Uncle Chinedu, we call him for a session also. And it's really been awesome. Sorry, don't mind us. I had to bring Elizabeth over here so that she can come and use my network. Our network in that house, it's so wonderful. So if you're here with me and you are so happy, so happy to be here, please let me see you in the comment section. Let me see you in the comment section. Yes, it was educating. Yeah. So without much ado, which topic did they say I should come and do? Don't mind me. Sure, you will see what I'm writing by. Oh God, no, that's a problem. That's a problem. No. It is flipping. Let me try to see if I can flip the other way around. So today, without much ado, I'll be speaking on this thing. What's that my topic again? So I'll be speaking on the viral authority, how to creating your masterpiece and living in it. All right. So that's what I'll be talking on today, and I really want you to pay attention because yes, like it's just a story. Me, I don't really teach. I just tell stories. I tell stories, and I have stories to tell you tonight. Hey, my bro, Emmanuel Nduka, the film now. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the support, brother. God bless you, bro. Thanks so much. And I must really confess, since yesterday it has been back to back. Like Mom Kira Fox. Mom Kira Fox happens to be my first LinkedIn mom, and we have the relationship has been there since. And Lucima Deo Simao, Dr. Faith Nwahobia, these people are so dear to my heart. And who was the other? Coach B, she was in this post and she's just recuperating. So my people, don't mind me. For a while, you guys will notice that I've been giving some calm vibes. You get, there's a time when you get to reach some positions in life, and you're still giving all your good vibes, but you just have to play it calm now. And I think that's where I'm at the moment. I'm playing the calm vibes. It's going to be great. So today, I like writing. Let me find Duster. Today I'll be showing you. Let me set my board. Okay, I'll be showing you the viral authority. I have another pen here. Oh, is that clear? Creating your masterpiece and living in it. So this is what I'll be showing you. Don't mind my writing, it's just like nonsense. Don't mind it. So this is what I'll be showing you today, and I believe you can see that clearly. The viral. Oh, hold on, sure. So that is what I'll be showing you today, and I'll basically be telling you a story. So from the beginning of the session, we have had Mommy Kira Fox walk us through, your voice, your heart. Thank God, Mr. Bayo Moses is actually to it. So your voice, your art, how important these are. You can use black marker. It's like I have black marker too here now. No. I'll just maintain the blue. Don't worry. Go look at Darius brand is blue. We maintain blue. I did not see the black marker. So she walked us through how to maintain how to find your voice and then your heart and how to and sticking with it. You know the story she shared. I don't know if you remember. Thank you so much, Adebukola, Eunice Folari. God bless you, ma, for wishing me well. So then Mr. Bayo have actually referred to it that when they tell authors, what he tells authors is that they should actually stick to use their voice, not just this time around. And that was why this program was designed to be so. All right. We first of all helped you to find your voice. Then thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now you're making me blush. So we first of all helped you to find your voice, and then we took you through the fact that in terms of the element of virality, and that was what Mr. Dr. Rada Faith was. And actually, we're supposed to talk about something, storytelling, the path to being viral. All right. And actually, the truth is, the point of storytelling and the point of Coach B session that we were not able to have, the fact that you have to just be consistent, all right, and you have to be intentional, stick to what you're doing as an author, as an authority, as someone who is significant in his field. So that's the point of storytelling. Storytelling means you are coming up every day to tell beautiful stories about what you have been doing in your field. So today, I want to start with this. The viral authority. This is the topic, right? Viral authority. I wanted to start with one line, but I didn't remember the line now. But anyways, I'll move on. The viral authority. Everybody. Oh, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say anything about myself. I'm not to make myself feel important. But everybody look up to Dano and be like, Dano is there already. Hey God, oh, that laugh is is mischievous. But the truth of the matter is, why you actually think I'm there already? In fact, I'm not there. The only thing I've done is that I've successfully created. Hey, no, okay. So I've successfully created the reality I want, and then I'm just making effort at living in the reality. All right, and it is actually a journey. So that is the journey I am on, and that is what I want to show you today. Creating your masterpiece and it. However, I'll not be dwelling too much on stories. I'll just walk you. I'll not be dwelling too much on teachings, like I said. I'll just walk you through a background story. The teachings have been done by Mr. Bayo Moses. They've given you the strategies you get. Dr. Yes, I'm claiming doctor for him, Dr. Chinedu. Let me tell you that I called him Chinedu. So Mr. Chinedu has come here to actually also give us strategies on sustaining virality, right? And probably that's also what I am. Maybe I have a sustained kind of virality, and I'm hoping to get more. So, and a lot of them, they've given you the strategies you need. They've given you the techniques. They've walked you through. But me, I'm here to tell you a story. Well, actually, how I said. So, the viral author started as a young boy of 8 years old who wanted to write a book. Yes, he wanted to write a book. And please, when I'm sharing my stories, I love people to be very attentive, because it is from the stories I share you get to pick important lessons of life, and you get to live it and get to transform your life. Those stories that people share are very, very transformational when you key into them. So please pay attention here. So if you hear me, just type in the comment section viral. Don't mind me. I'm going to give you this school vibes. I don't want to scream, because if I scream, this place can destroy. So The viral author started as a boy of 8 year old who wanted to write a book. Then I wrote the book, Magic Basket of Fruits. I remember that. I remember that book. Wow. Magic of Fruits. So after I wrote the book, I was now I now went to my mom. I told her that, yeah, I want to publish my book. I want to publish my book. I want my book so that I can sell. And what mommy told me that time was the fact that, guy, I will tell my friend that has a that studied English to help you with it. And I said, okay. So, well, in short, the truth is that tomorrow I'm still waiting for that friend to come and do the publishing of my book. All right. So it is actually like that. And but the truth was that mommy and dad, they had no financial, ability to cover for my publishing at that moment. All right. They had no, they could handle it. So um not like they could not feed us, there was no excess to divert those dreams. And that was what happened. And then I couldn't get it done. However, I stuck with the dream I wanted to publish. I always said I wanted to still publish my book every single year. 8, 10, 11, 12. I was 13, I had no book published in my name. 15, 17, no books published in my name. So I stuck with this for 10 good years before I eventually got published through KDP. And how did I get published through Amazon KDP? Because I was very, very into writing, and then a colleague of mine just connected me with someone, and then that person told me. In fact, I'd almost given up on the dream of publishing my book, but the person just connected with me with Mr. Solomon Okwa, even though he was one who introduced me into publishing. So he connected me with this man, and then that was how it started. So I was able to publish my first book. However, when I published it, I still the main desire when I wanted to publish before I got published was the fact that I wanted people to actually know me. I wanted to be known, and I think that's some of the things Mr. Moses has trashed. I wanted to become famous for publishing a book. I wanted to become a famous author. So that was what it was. But it got to happen. I published my book and happened. So the thing was, when I got published, I got self-published, and I realized that the publishing industry, or a lot of people actually still have these dreams that they want their books published, or they want to write something like, um, they have a burning desire to write. They have a burning desire to create a piece of content that they feel is like leading to actually write and create and actually sell to the world. But they don't know the channel, they don't know it. And these are many more they still face. So I now took it upon myself to start a journey to create like a masterpiece for those who will be looking to who have experienced what I experienced as someone who wanted to write a book, but they had not gotten it done. So, and I started my journey. So it was a journey that took me 6 months of writing, compiling, and everything. And that time, I just wanted to show people how to publish their books on Amazon. That was the thing I wanted to show people, how to become self-published. That was what I wanted to show people. And I don't know. Before I got to know it, the thing just I was just living in it. I was the book started defining who I am, who I was, and before long, the book became the title of the book evolved from how to publish books on Amazon to viral author blueprints. So that was how the book evolved to from out book on Amazon to Viralty Blueprint. And actually, I didn't get anything from getting the name of the book that way. There was nothing. I had no vision. I just wanted to help people legit become published without having to spend a lot of money because Mr. Bayo, like he emphasized, publishing industry it costs money, all right, to publish a book. But I wanted to show people that you could actually get it done, for less, especially people who are not from the privileged families. So, and then that was my plan. And then I continued and I continued. And well, a number of people started reading the PDF. Funny enough, this book is not yet, at the moment, I've not released the hard copy yet. It's not yet in hard copy, but the hard copy was so a lot of people started getting in touch with my PDF copy or the PDF copies of this book, and then they started getting reviews, and before you know it, someone just called me. I was like, "Hey, Dano, what's up? The viral author," and I I paused for 10 seconds. It was like the viral author. I had to pause for 10 seconds because I didn't know I I I I didn't serve as the viral author until the person said, and it's true. I'm the viral author. I created the viral author blueprint. So yes, I'm the viral author. And it was ever since then people them started calling me that name, the viral author, because I keep telling people that I have a book, the viral author blueprint, and viral author blueprint. And people started calling me the viral author. And then I had to update my LinkedIn profile. In fact, then I was not a popular on LinkedIn. I just had like maybe 1,000 followers, and I had to update my LinkedIn profile and fix it there that I am the viral author, and that was how it was. So to tomorrow now, I'm still claiming. I'm still every day. I still tell myself that I am the viral author. I am the viral author. Google tells people so that this is who I am. All right. So what am I trying to say now? Everything I said, if you're very, very sensitive, you would have got the fact that I only created a masterpiece, and then I got like I became the viral authority or something. So and the focus of this, I don't want to call it seminar. The focus of this conference is for creators. So number one thing is create your masterpiece. So and that is how we'll now go. So I'll be sharing with you three secrets. You want to create your masterpiece. You want to live in it, and then things like that. So I'll be sharing you some three secrets, especially as related to how I actually did create my masterpiece. Now that is my own personal story, how it came into being. You know how people like Paulo Coelho. Paulo was just an average, I think he's from Italy, average man who wanted to be successful too. All right. And then he took on a journey. He wanted to write a book. Wanted to write a book. This is about 50 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, or 20 years ago. He wanted to write a book. Yes. Thank you so much for that contribution. Let me show that on the board. If you are still with me, just type in the comment section that I don't want to use the word viral. Just type viral. So Paulo Coelho was so also, and then he wanted to create his masterpiece, and he started writing his book. And then this book was basically the it's basically the how will I put it now? It's basically the fictional format of his own life, and he was writing this book. And then eventually, after all the oh God, rainbow, after all the issues that has to go with publishing it, he eventually saw through, and then he was able to get it published. So after the book got published, something happened again. Um, he 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 became viral. Yes, he became viral. It became viral for having created a masterpiece. The book I'm talking about is The Alchemist. And then he created a reality for all dreamers, that if you're a dreamer on this planet Earth and you have not read this book, The Alchemist, you have probably not done anything. So that is what he did. He created that book, and then this became his reality. He eventually followed his path. He got his personal legend done, and then he became a voice for people. So, and that is just one of many, many people who got to create their Holo Coelho, who got to create their masterpieces. And that is why we are here. So, your masterpiece is your masterpiece is a very, very intention. Is actually you, and that is what I have done. That is what others are doing, and living in it is what gives you the what gives you the significance you want. So, going forward, especially, please ask and ask, especially if you are a creator, like we're already established, you want to create your masterpiece. How do you go about creating it? A masterpiece is something that is more like, um, it can be anything actually. And I don't want it to niche it down to book publishing alone. I don't want it to niche it down to you writing the book alone. But however, because that is where I'm majored. But this goes on to every section. And in fact, it's a message out there to all the world, all right? And if you are listening attentively, I want you to really listen attentively. So there are three secrets to it. Number one, I'll be showing you secret number one, which is how to write a book. But I'll not be spending a long time there because Mr. Bayo Moses already talked about writing how great books are made. All right. Then I'll be showing you a secret on how to actually go about what's the next secret here? How to okay. Secret number two is how to publish your book. Then secret number three is how to become viral. Yes, yes. So how to become viral. So and then my agenda is to actually show you creating your masterpiece. Your masterpiece now, put in brackets, a book. But like I said, that the book is in parentheses doesn't mean I'm only referring to a book. You can key into these strategies I'll be giving you and create your dream reality. The point really is to create your masterpiece. Your masterpiece is you. Is to create your masterpiece and then live in it. So this is my agenda tonight. And then those three secrets I'll be showing you is just to be able to help us fulfill this agenda of you creating your masterpiece and of you living in the masterpiece. So I welcome you to and also journey with me. And of course, yes. So secret number one, how to write a book. Rather, how to create your masterpiece. So let's go down there. So like I said I started writing at the age of 8, and all I did I started writing at the age of 8, and I wanted to become published. And eventually, I got I got published. But what actually happened, how I actually got published was very, very funny. When After I wrote my first book at the age of 8, and then I wrote some other books consecutively. I didn't get them published. So along the line, why I held on to the dream of the fact that I wanted to be published, my desire to become published actually won way in the little, and that is the truth. When you have a dream and then you've been working on it back to back, and then it's still as if this dream is not coming to become a reality, you get to lose your drive for that dream. But tonight, I want you to understand that you are still the one who is responsible for creating the reality you desire, and then creating the dream, and then actually living in that dream. So now, how to create your masterpiece. So that time, I reached out to um, Mr. Solomon Okpa, and then he showed me a way to, write and write and write and write. But that the method he gave me was very, very awesome, and I really went for it. But the thing was that it didn't fit into the masterpiece I wanted to create. I wanted to create a masterpiece as regards mental health writing and then all. If you actually registered via the mail, if you have your details in our mail, we'll be giving you a gift. That is, if you register for for this event through the forms that will be released, you'll be getting a PDF copy of my book. So it showed me it showed me through the a particular methodology of writing a book, snowflake methodology. So I went online and I started researching about it. But the thing is that I had to it didn't really work well. So remember, like I said, I but I was able to write my book 100 pages in less than a week, and it was really, really awesome. So what now happened was that when I wrote my first book, I wrote it in 1 week, and then okay, let me rest. Don't mind me. So I wrote my first book, not my first book. I'm forgetting words. I wrote the book I eventually published at the age of 18. I wrote it in 1 week, and it really did awesome. It was very, very wow. And tonight, and I want to show you actually how I went about it. I know you have already learned from Mr. Bayo Moses in terms of outlining and the best, but I want to just show you my strategy of how I go about creating my own masterpieces. My masterpieces. Your masterpiece, my masterpieces, or sorry, your masterpiece is something that has to do with you, and that is why I call them masterpiece, not just writing a book. So number one is that identify the main idea, the main idea of your masterpiece. In terms of creating your masterpiece, you or your book, now I'll not be using book because this masterpiece is too long. Masterpiece, that's 3 syllables, it's too long. So in terms of creating your book, you have the idea you want to create. You have it in air, just like you have a dream and then you have the big idea. Oh God, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going. So but you want to identify it, and this is what we do at Goloku Diaries. You identify the main idea of your masterpiece. The number two is that, don't mind me, I'm writing very, very, you develop a book skeleton. That is what, actually, yeah, you develop a book skeleton. You develop the book, the masterpiece. Please be putting masterpiece there, because I'm not trying to restrict myself to just book. It could be an art, it could be an artwork, because you also have to publish your artwork. It could be a musical work, it could be something. So develop the book skeleton. Then before you develop the book skeleton, it means you'll have actually framed the skeleton. Developing the book skeleton, you first frame the skeleton, that is in terms of outlining. Then you now develop the book skeleton where you have your research and every other thing done. Then myself, because it is easier now to actually create your masterpiece without stress, edit with Grammarly. When you are done, you want to edit. Yes, this is where a lot of people don't get it. Edit with edit with Grammarly. Then number four, finish your book. Finish your book. Then five, pick pick a very catchy and unique title. Pick a very catchy and unique title. So you do all of those. Don't mind my handwriting, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I'm very relaxed. So those are the things. That is how you actually write a book. That is how you write a book. This is my framework. This framework, I call it the ISP method. ISP method. And what does ISP stand for? Idea script. Idea script. So if you got that, say idea script method. So the idea script method is foundational to God. Let me on light. Don't mind us. They are off light. Yeah. Bring it. It's a 1%. So, yes. So that is that about that. Sorry, they just took power in Nigeria. We thank God for our country. So I don't want to waste much of our time. Yes, God. I don't want to waste much of our time because I also have to go home. So that's that about number one. The number two, don't mind me, don't mind me. You always see me with board, Abi. You always see me with board. I'm very, very archaic with the way I do my things. How to publish. Today was great. I wish you came, but it is a continuous program. Once I get okay. Um, how to don't for my handle. How to publish your masterpiece. Your masterpiece. Now, how to publish your masterpiece? It takes money. It requires a lot of money, but there are things, and there's an opportunity you can key into that would help you, especially if you're someone who who really who really desire to write a book and then get published. All right. Don't worry, I'm skipping a lot of stuff. I don't want to waste time here. So, however, you can be asking your questions in the comment box. I'll be referring to them as soon as possible. How to publish a book in less than 30 minutes without leaving your bedroom. This is a message to anyone you to anyone, all right. So I call this the 30-minute publishing hack. I thought I had to pay a printing press a good sum of money, and usually, yes. And that's the truth. Like I said, it actually costs money. And that was the idea I've always had, that, oh, it costs a lot of money to get a book done. However, if you don't have money, you can actually get your book published. And that's the truth. Money shouldn't be the hindrance to getting your dreams done. All right. It shouldn't be the hindrance. So, me, I got myself, in terms of my own book, I got connected with my colleague Shegun, and then he showed me that I could get my book set up on a print on demand basis, and then before you know it, I got my book done. So how can you publish your book in less than 30 minutes? Like after you've created your masterpiece, after you've created that thing that is desirous to you, there's a tool that can actually help you get it done. For book and people into the book industry, this tool is the tool currently is Amazon Kindle. And what do you do? Number one, create an Amazon Kindle account. Number one, create an Amazon Kindle account. Number two, write your book description. Write your book description. Number three, which kind of question is this? God, sorry, I just saw something funny. Upload your book cover. Upload your book cover and manuscript. Oh, I like my handwriting now. Number four, preview your book. Can you guys even see what I'm writing? Say, come on, came up on waste or 1 million. They can see his torchlight here. Don't mind me. So preview your book. I put order for that and ring light that they talk about. I'll be getting it at the end of the month. Preview your book and make it look awesome. Make it look awesome. What's that? Then publish your book. So now, Amazon Kindle actually operates a print-on-demand system. So you can just to publish your book, to publish your masterpiece. After you've created it, to publish your masterpiece, just create an Amazon Kindle account. After you create an Amazon Kindle account, write your book description, the summary of the book, write it there. Then upload your book cover and manuscript. Then preview your book and make it look awesome. Then publish your book. That is how to get your book done. That is how to. Yes, exactly. Charity, that was wonderful. So exactly. So that is how you actually get your book done. So that's secret number two. Don't worry, I'm leading you on a journey, all right? I'm leading you on a journey. I want to show you something. So that is how you publish your masterpiece. Can anybody hear me? If you're happy about that secret I just shared with you, just drop in the comment and say viral. Because by the time I finish, how do I connect my Kindle account to my bank account in Nigeria? That one is a very, very simple thing to do. It's a very simple thing to do, sir. Okay. Yes, just like Pastor Dr. Allah asked. On a norm, I'm supposed to actually even walk you through some impossibilities and some possibilities, impossibilities in the sense that some things that we have raised as hindrances to getting our goals done. You get. So, and that is the truth. There are always hindrances to getting your goals done. For that now, yes. Like Pastor Dr. Allah, how do you connect? Some people are thinking like, oh, I've tried Amazon Kindle, but they don't accept Nigerians. Like I can't simply get my account connected, my bank account connected. What you need to do just is that is very simple to do. You could use either Pioneer or TransferWise, one of the two. They'll give you a bank account. For Pioneer, they'll give you a free bank account. For TransferWise, you just need to deposit money and then they get it done to you. So you get a bank account that is in the US for it, and then you get it connected to your Amazon, and that is how you go about it. So you're also probably thinking that some people used to think that okay, I've written my book now, and then okay, you want to price it for $5, but you're like my readers will be required to pay shipping fee. I don't want them to spend a lot of money or stress then. I know, right? Well, actually, you don't need to worry. That was what Mr. Bayo Moses and then Lucy Madio Simao was talking about. Like, thank God, they have brought light again. So that was what they were talking about in terms of the fact that is your book truly valuable, all right? You don't just want to create something. You're not just in this industry to just get something sold out there. You want to write something that is actually valuable. So if you trust that your book is actually communicating something, if you trust that your book is a masterpiece, and that was why I established the fact that not book, oh, we are publishing a masterpiece. So if your book is a masterpiece and you're convinced that your book is a masterpiece, so why not? They could pay anything to get your book, and people will even go at any length to get something that will really benefit them. So you might also be probably wondering, I just want to make this statement that you don't know how to get an ISBN. Well, actually, you don't need to worry about ISBN. If you're an action taker, we have an offer with Go Local Diaries that will give you an ISBN for less than what it will cost you to actually get your book published. So if you are like that, if you're an action taker, you actually take action. So secret number 3, how to become a viral author. All right, how to become viral, how to become best-selling, how to become without spending money. And that is where it comes to. This secret is also the secret of you creating your masterpiece, the ending part, and living in it. So this secret basically shows you how to live in the reality of your masterpiece. All right. So how to become a best-selling author? How to become? Don't mind. Can you read it? Put it down. Become
You explain it to me.
best-selling author. So now I'll show you. Me sef, I'm not even seeing my handwriting. Okay, hope you are seeing my handwriting. So let me cover it. So I call this strategy the viral author blueprint strategy. Sorry, no, that's a tautology. I call this the viral author blueprint. So you want to become a viral author, right? You want to become a viral person. You want to become best-selling. This is the blueprint you need. So number 1, okay. Let me give you a backstory. I published my Facebook on Amazon, but I didn't make any sales. No one actually noticed. The little money I had was not sufficient to sponsor an effective advertising strategy. So what now happened was that I actually found out something, and I hope you came to that. That it actually takes 3 years on average to make a book best selling. So I I realized that instead of me waiting to have money to to be able to pour into the marketing of my book, why don't I just work towards being viral? And what does viral means? And that is the definition I want you to key into tonight. Viralty is defined by showing up daily. That is viralty. You're viral because you show up daily. You're not viral because you created something that boomed. You're viral because you actually show up daily. So if I can show up daily for the next 3 years on average, I'm already on a journey of 1 year plus on LinkedIn, for example, and a lot of people are already calling me the viral author. Now think of it when I get to clock 3 years on LinkedIn. What are you thinking of? Are you already keen to the reality you've foreseen? So this is what I'm talking about. So after you have created your book, you want to live in the reality that of you showing up for your book. No, pioneer is spelled Payoneer. Payonneer. Let me comment that so I'm not sure. So number one strategy is number one. Start posting about your book before it gets published. I think I'll be doing a lot of this nowadays. That's number one. Number two is, sorry, that's a mistake. Don't mind me. I don't. Number one, create an authoritative presence for your book. Two, that is number one. Number two is cause. Number one is the one I cleaned. This is number two. I'm just stressing myself. Number three is cause an awareness increase for your book by building a community. All right, you want to build a community of people who will be talking about your book. You build a community. So cause an awareness increase for your book by building a community of affiliates. Number four, create content as continuously as possible to accelerate awareness for your book. Then number five, make sales, become viral, become relevant, and more. That is how it is. So I'm not more writing it. I'm not writing down. I believe you've had it. So now, how do you become an a best-selling author, a viral author? Number one is you start posting about your book. You start showing up daily. You start showing up. You start talking. You have to talk. Dr. Faith said you have to contribute. You have to put your mouth. So you put your mouth in a talk, you talk your talk, you start a discussion, you start a conversation, you contribute in a discussion. LinkedIn is the platform, and you are building your thought leadership. Then number two, make sure you have created an authoritative presence for your book on Amazon. Eventually, we'll be talking about another print on demand platform. That is when it is live. That's why I want you to stick with us at Go Diaries. And this Amazon stuff I already shared with you in secret number two. So then number three of this framework is cause and awareness increase for cause and awareness increase for your book by building a community of affiliates. I believe Pastor Dr. Allah has seen this. So by building a community of affiliates, then create content as continuous as possible to accelerate awareness for your book. Then you get your desired reality. So now, what I actually just shared here is just the mindset of the fact that it is your sole responsibility. You see, I was having a discussion with Mr. Bayo Moses yesterday, and then he was like, a lot of people come into the when am I supposed to end? 7:20.
But you came out there.
I have 2 minutes late. I have 2 minutes left. So what Mr. Bayo Moses said, he said a lot of people come into the publishing world and they think they want to make a book, they want to write a book and then become famous. But the truth is, the way it works is that, and he was telling me about a playbook, that the way the playbook of business and then book publishing works generally is like you are famous and then you write the book, or you write a book and make it famous. It's one of the two. It's either you have been famous and then you write a book and then definitely the book becomes famous, or you write a book and you make it famous. So now, if you are not like Tony Elumelu, please, if you know Tony Elumelu, tell him that Go Local Diaries is looking out to help him on the creation of his book. We saw that he posted. Yeah, just tell him that. I'm just saying this. I'm just shooting my shot to anybody here in the world. So if you probably a very big connect of him and then you love to assist us on this matter, Go Local Diaries, the type of books we publish are books that records the success of someone and uses that record to inspire others. We are all of our mantra is taking your success on a journey. So if there's a book that wants to inspire someone because it has built success, someone has built success, we love to go on that kind of book. So if you are connected to Tony Elumelu, you could help us out. I don't know, whoever hears me, I pray you reach out. Uh, so that is that about that. You either, if you're not Mr. Tony Elumelu, you're not like Mr. Tony Elumelu, you are not famous and you want to write a book, it is your responsibility to make that book viral. It is your responsibility to make that book famous. All right. And it is your responsibility to become famous as a result of that book. So someone like me, that was why I had to share my story of the fact that I started with wanting to write the book, and then eventually when I wrote that book that got published, it people started I started gaining popularity small small, and I've not actually gotten to where I'm going. So that is, I've created my reality. My reality is that I am the viral author, all right, and then I am living in that reality day by day. I am showing up daily, telling you about this is what I do, this is the thing I do. I have a book, viral author blueprints. I'm showing up daily, this and this and that, this and that, and I'm living in that reality. All right. So number one, like I said, you have created the reality. I've walked you through how to create your reality. I've walked you through how to actually get your reality published. Like after you conceptualize and then you get it all planned out, you publish the reality. Then number three, you live in that reality. How do you live in that reality? By showing up daily, by being viral. So that is it. So I'm about to end my session now, but I would love to walk you through an offer we have for you at Goloko Diaries. And this offer, I was telling one of my core team members that I'm going to actually shut down this offer very soon. I want to shut it down, and because we're actually giving a lot in the offer for really less. So this offer basically will help you implement everything we've discussed so far. So get your books published, especially books that is a masterpiece. If you have a masterpiece in art, if you have a masterpiece, someone was asking the other time that how do I make time to write my book? How do I make time to write my book? So we have created something, we've created a system. And yes, of course, before I even go into that, let me ask you a question. Like, I know you're already excited about everything you've just learned, and then it's just like, you know, a lot to take in. Since yesterday we've been giving out a lot of value, a lot of value, a lot of value. And then the thing is, you leave this conference tonight, and then for the next 1 week you are so much excited. You're like, wow, Dano's conference, Goloko Diaries conference was so massive. I learned a lot, this and that, blah blah blah. And it goes on and on like that, and before you know it, after 1 week it dies down, the motivation is gone. You're like me, you're low, and you're looking cold, and eventually you push this dream aside. You do not get to publish your masterpiece, you drop it aside, and then you just on daily with you just go on with your normal and daily activities. So what do we do? What exactly do we do? I know you are excited now, and then you are like, you're ready to take action. You are so hot, I want to take action right now, I want to take action right now. The next 10 minutes, I want to quickly spend it telling you something that will actually help you implement, so that at the end of 1 week, you not have forgotten your dream and then left it for the good of it. So at Goloko Diaries, we created a package, a unique publishing package for you. And what are you going to get in this package? Number one, you get the Viral Author Blueprint book. All right. Okay, so number one, you get the Viral Author Blueprint book. That is my book. You get my book in hardcover. You get the hard copy of my book, Viralty Blueprint book. That Viralty blueprint book is going to show you how to implement secret number two. That is how you can set up. It will help you set up your Amazon KDP account successfully. To help you go about setting up your Pioneer account. It will help you go about publishing your book on Amazon print on demand system, and also help you choose a marketing plan for your book. Then you'll be able to get rid of you'll be able to get rid of a lot of stuff. When I was first figuring this stuff out, I this and that. So you get that book, and then the book actually is valued at is valued for so much. Is value is very very much. Then another thing you get is you get a 1 month book writing publishing workshop or mentorship. More like it's actually hosted, is a self-paced course. It's a self-paced course, all right. And then the course is going to walk you through everything we discussed so far in details. And then is a self-paced course incorporated on a boat. That is, you could basically be chatting with your coach and self-paced. Then aside that, you also get you also get a a mentorship platform, an accountability platform, because we understand the fact that there are so much courses out there, but there's not much implementation. So you get an implementation platform that helps you to implement all of these things we've shared so far. Then aside that, we also give the package comes with an ISBN. If you know how much ISBNs have been sold now, you'll know what I'm saying. An ISBN actually cost a lot, especially when you are looking at publishing, authoritative publishing. So it requires some details that you may not have. So you'll be getting an ISBN also in the package. So then aside that, you also have some offline packages that will be giving you'll be giving you a viral author journal, because I believe everything starts with the mind. So this journal is to help you live in the reality of your book publishing dreams, of your publishing dreams. All right. So to help you live in that reality, and then that is what it's all about. So now the total value of this thing at the end of the day is a whole lot, but I don't need to even be walking you through that. But I had the choice of actually making it like very very small. But the thing is, you also have a team that is dedicated to seeing that you get results from your book publishing. So now, how much is this offer? It just costs 25,000 here, and then you could go get it on seller.co/publishwithgolocodiaries.com. Let me type that. You could get it on seller.co/publishwithgolocodiaries. Check it out. This offer, by the way, let me inform you, we'll be shutting it down soon, and it's going to be live June 1st. But the truth is, we'll be making some changes, and then we it's going to be shut down soon. Actually, the price is 50,000 naira, but because you are with us tonight, you can get it for 25,000. All right. And we are going to be shutting it down soon. You can get it from seller.co. Check it out. You also be seeing the details of everything we discussed so far. How you can go about using the ISP method to publish your book, to write your book, and all this kind of stuff. Seller.co/publish your local diaries. Not all small capital and small letters. Yeah. So check it out. Our own desire is to just help you get your book published, all right? To get it published effectively and to get it done well. So if this is something that you love to do, you want to actually go get it now, because you this offer is going to be out. It's going to be out of the market very, very soon. All right. So that is really all about this thing. I believe from everything we've discussed so far, number one, I'm sure you have a Pioneer account. Okay. You have a Pioneer account, Glory or Multiloy. Yes, link it to your Amazon and get started already. So you have a Pioneer account, and then you still do not know how to get your book formatted. When you register for the seller.co slash publish with Go Local Diaries, when you register for our book publishing package, is the basiest offer we have. That's the lowest offer we have. And then I must tell you, I've gotten people review this stuff, and then they're like, this is so massive, this is so massive, this is so massive. Not even just massive. A lot of people are saying, why are we giving it out for a price of 25,000 naira? Because it is what it entails, so detailed. So you have not you've gotten your Pioneer account, you've not been able to go about the formatting of your book, you've not been able to go about the design of your book, and you want to still do this. You've never been able to write your book. This offer is going to walk you through this process. It is going to walk you through the process more, so you get the team support and all. So that is all I have for now. I trust. And before I go, any training I attend, I like saying this story. The story of the stonecutter. And you have created your reality. If you do not live in your reality, see, something about creating your reality does not mean you actually have now gotten there. Creating your reality is like creating your reality out of nothing. All right. So if you are not intentional about living in that abstract reality until it becomes like living in that dream until it becomes your reality, you don't get to achieve it. All right. So now I want to walk you through what the stonecutter does. A stonecutter is someone whose job is to break pebbles, not pebbles, a rock boulder into pieces. That's his job. Is there any to lock that window? Um, that's his job. No, the window, the window. Window go fast. They are hearing this one too. So his job is to break that rock boulder into pieces. Now, if you have seen stone cutters, they are usually kind of muscular. So the guy with all his muscles, he has come to the site with a big sledgehammer, and then he's about to break it down. The way it's coming is as if he knocks it on that rock, it's going to shatter. So the stone cutter starts eating the rock, eating the rock, eating the rock. First time, second time, nothing is happening. The rock is saying, is he a devil? Is doing like this. The rock is doing like this. He did not meet me, he did not meet me, he did not meet me. And then he's eating it, and eating it. He does it the first time, the second time, the third time. He does it the 50th time, nothing happened. There's no sign of cracking. And then if you're like me, if you're like the stone cutter, or if the stone cutter was like you, or if you are not someone who is built with the right mindset, you get to begin to say, hey, stone cutter, this is the time to give up. And you need to know the time to give up on your dreams. And you are advising the person to give up. But this man knows that it is not just in what is it called? It is not just in the one blow, in the single blow that he gets success. He knows that it is a compounded stuff. He knows that he's on a journey. The success, where he's going, the viralty is looking for, is still ahead of him and he's working towards it. So he continues. So now he continues eating on. Then the 100th time, like he eats it 100 times, and then nothing is still happening. But the thing is that the 101 time, the 101st time, he eats it, and then you just see that it starts with a crack. Then the line goes down. Before you know it, the rock turns apart, breaks into shatters. And that's what we are talking about. You have to show up daily for what you believe in. So, if you have listened to this show up to this point, I'm sure you've been able to gain some insight about, especially your dreams, about building significance. Significance has to do with consistency, about creating your masterpiece, about book authoring, about business, and everything. So if you're there and then you are still with me, you can just drop in the comment section that viral, 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 viral. And this is where I end my own show. So don't forget the book publishing package at Go Local Diaries, seller.co/publish with Go Local Diaries. I've not seen it. Where did you comment it? It's still loading. So seller.co/Go Local Diaries. Check it out and get to key into it, all right, as soon as, because once it's June 1st, the offer bounces back to 50,000 naira. So 50,000 naira, and then if you're not keen to it as soon as possible, you get to miss out of the opportunity. It's still at 25,000 naira, and it is an opportunity you're keen to. So that will be all for tonight. That'll be all for tonight. Let me invite the let me invite.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, Dino. Thank you so much, boss. I always give you this dab because you can see, you can see his board behind me. Yes, yes, he has always been that way. Like he would want you to get what he's saying, and he spend his time to show us everything that he has is saying to us, and that's one thing you can always trust him for. And I believe you've learned so much, just like I've done, because I have learned a whole lot today. My book is full. Yes, my book is full. My book is full. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, the link to publish with us is seller.co/publish go local diaries. Please, if you can help us type it, please type it in the comment section. Let me try it again. Okay, so please help us type it in the comment section. I can see you, Vivian Claire. Thank you so much, ma. I can see everyone. Olarewaju, Olamilekan, I can see you. Thank you so much, our people. Thank you. Yes. Please drop it. Seller.co/publish go local diaries. Please help us drop it in the comment section. If you can, please quickly do that. 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 Seller.co/publish go local diaries.com. Will you try it? Okay. All right. So yes, we are officially done with today's the event proper, but then we are opening the ground now for questions. If you have any questions regarding any of our sessions, even if it was for yesterday's session, we can refer it to the speaker and we'll get the answer across to you. We'll get the answer across to you. Yes. So if you have any question, please drop it now. Let us go. If you have a question, drop it for us. Drop your question, drop your question, drop your question. Yes, we are set to answer you. Yes, I've pinned it. Yes, we are set to answer your questions. Don't worry. Don't worry. I set to answer your question. Yes, and that's what we're doing now. The ground is open for question. The publishing offer, I myself, I have gone through it. Like I was sharing with Denu 2 days ago why that I was able to meet someone physically, and I was telling the person about the offer because the person has ideas in his head, they want to put it to book, and I was sharing with him how that you can come and publish with Go Local Diaries. The moment I was telling him about the offer. It was shrewd. It was like, Elizabeth, if I should have this 20,000 right now, 25,000 right now, I would have sent it, because all these things I am getting for 25,000 naira, it's a whole lot. And I myself, the moment I was telling it to him, that was when I found out that, whoa, Kudoko Diaries is offering a lot. Imagine you're gonna get your book on Amazon KDP, you're gonna get your book on seller.co, you're gonna get your US dollar account. That's something I've been trying to get my account for over 2 years now. Because of the restrictions for Nigerians, I can't get it. The last time I wanted to get paid in dollars, I had to use someone else's account to get paid in dollars. That's quite a whole lot we face as Nigerians. And you can imagine Goloko Diaries is offering us this much, 45K. It is a whole lot. And imagine there are many of us that we have ideas in our head and we don't know how. I'm saying this while we are putting up our questions, please. You can put down your questions while I'm just running around the things you'll be getting for the 25K. Yes. Imagine you'll be able to get an accountability partner, not a partner, a team that is dedicated to getting you published. They are dedicated to getting your ideas into book. Even if you're a busy personnel, you can get your ideas recorded and we'll transcribe it for you. Yes, we would transcribe your ideas and we would get it into book for you. That's a whole lot to get info from Goloko Diaries. And this offer is 25K and it's on now. I am Elizabeth Adequaju. You can always reach out to me on any question regarding the publishing offer. You can always reach out to Dana. And I know, yes, he's always busy. He's a busy kind of person, but then I know him. He spent time to reply to important messages. He spent time to reply to them. So if you should reach out to him, he's open to give you answers regarding everything you ask. So you can always come up with your questions, and when you're ready for the offer, just go to, you can see it displayed on the screen, seller.co/publish with Goloko Diaries, and you get it. Yes, you get it. You get it. And that's a whole lot. You're getting 45K. Yes, if you have your question, please drop it. Drop your questions. Drop your questions, and that's a whole lot. That the offer, yes, I know you might be asking, when is this offer going to end? Normally, we planned that this offer will be on till June 31st, and once it's July 1st, we are increasing it, of which we are reviewing that plan. So it is on now till June 1st. Yes. Once it's June 1st, it is moving to 50K, of which, if I am to be asked, I won't allow it to move to 50K. It will move to more than 50K because of the offers we are giving for that. It's a whole lot, please. Yes, it's a whole lot we are giving for that amount. Yes, for that amount, it's a whole lot we are giving. So you can visit seller.co, and if you have more questions, visit the link. There are Denuvombo gave more explanations on what you'll be getting for it. Yes, he gave more explanation there, so you can search out the page, then you read through it and you get a whole lot you want to learn. Yes, and she did call it a day from here because yes, since yesterday it has been massive. It has been massive. So, and this is my message as the moderator of the event. I would like to say thank you. Starting from Mommy Kira Fox, we know that she's not a Nigerian. All the way from, where did she come from? Yeah. Then she really stood out for us. Like everything she shared with us, they were all mind blowing. Yes, Uncle Sana Ademu, I can cite you. Joanna Jiboye, I can cite you. Thank you, our people. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, so thank you, Mommy Kira Fox. Thank you, Daddy Faith Uwaobia, Dr. Faith Uwaobia. Thank you so much. I learned so much from you yesterday. And thank you so much, Simao, all the way from South Africa. Thank you so much, Sam. We had the last time with you yesterday. Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to say thank you to Coach B. Yes, Mama, even with health issues, she was still showing up. She really wants to be here with us to share a lot with us, of which we will still catch up with her. Yes, there are times we still get to learn things from Coach P. I was on the call with her this morning, and it was really massive, the things she was saying. How that, oh, you understand now, Mama really wants to share things with us, of which Deno was able to touch through some things yesterday, of which Mama would have shared, and that Coach B, she would have shared with us. So this moment I am saying thank you to Coach B. That's blessing. Inoge, Ododo. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma, for all your inputs. And for our speakers today, thank you. Thank you, Uncle Chinedu. He said we should not call you influencer, but that is who you are, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your session. I learned a lot, and I believe we've learned a lot from you, sir. And thank you so much, Daddy Bayo Moses. Like the way he took us through the journey was massive, and I must say he's someone I really respect for everything he has done for us today. Yes, sir, I am rooting for you. Like, I am going to search for your LinkedIn and follow you right away after this event. Yes, I am doing that because he had showed us a whole lot today. And to Deno himself, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being our chief servant at Goloko Diaries and for always showing up, for always doing that filling the gap things for us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. And with this, let me check the comment section. So I won't end the event without answering questions from hers. All right, so I can't see any question here. And I don't know if they've reached out to you with any question, David. All right. So in case your question pops up even after the event, you can send it to Denu. Yes. If you have his contact on WhatsApp, you can send it to him. And if it's on LinkedIn, you can search for Denu Born. Denu Born is Denu Born on LinkedIn. You can search for him there. Drop your question. We get it answered, and you get answers to it. If it's to any of our speakers, we reach out to them. We get your answers, and we send it to you. Do you understand? Yes. All right. So thank you so much for staying up to this time. Becoming a viral author 2.0 is coming to an end this moment, and we give praise to the Almighty God for the success of the event. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. 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 Okay. Thank you so much. So we are done with the event. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.